If I told you that this was A24's least weirdest movie to come out in recent years, would you believe me? That is saying a lot given A24's catalog. But then again, sometimes less is more. So, Death of a Unicorn is a brand new A24 horror/comedy film. The film is directed by Alex Shortman and it stars Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. When a man and his daughter accidentally hits and kills a unicorn with their car, his boss tries to exploit the creature's miraculous curative properties, with horrific results. Now, this film has been on my radar ever since that first trailer dropped. I went into this expecting a crazy movie with some pretty cool ass unicorn kills. And ladies and gentlemen, I got what I asked for. The idea of coming across a unicorn and discovering that it is essentially a cure for wellness is both dumb and perfect at the same time. This is one of those concepts where you could take it into any direction and it will still work out. With that being said, I am overly satisfied with the approach of this movie. I got a cautionary tale on corporate greed and a story about unicorns killing a bunch of people in the most horrific way possible. The acting in the movie is overall pretty great. The biggest standout for me were Jenna Ortega and Will Poulter. Jenna is the intelligent, wisecracking gal who has the most common sense out of everyone in this film and convince everyone that they are dealing with something far more treacherous. And then you have Will Poulter, who plays the son of a billionaire, who is so snarky and so goddamn cartoonish that you can't even call this performance unrealistic. Because newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, there are people like that truly exist. That is fucking terrifying. But I gotta say, I was a little bit disappointed with the writing of Paul's character. Paul did great with what he had, but I just wish the writing of his character was way more fleshed out. Hey guys, it's me TJ here in post-production. I wanted to bring up again that I wish the writing between Paul Rudd and Jenna's character were way more better. They had great chemistry, but I feel like the writing for both of their characters' dynamic was not fully there. If that writing was done way more sharper, I think that would have really made the final act way more impactful. Just wanted to throw that out there. I wanted to care for the character, but I kind of didn't. And that goes for the entire supporting cast of this movie. I liked the actors, I thought they did great with their performance, but overall I just couldn't really care for their characters. Jenna's character was the one character I truly cared for in this entire movie. The only person I was rooting for. You know what's the funny thing about this movie? It is very reminiscent of a lot of cheesy 90s movies. Some cheesy dialogue, goofy characters, and overall silly concept. Quite literally the perfect 90s movie. If this film had come out in the 90s, oh, it would have done numbers. And of course, I need to acknowledge the practical effects. The practical effects on the unicorns looked pretty good. Granted, they do use CGI for the movement and it's quite clearly obvious, but when those things are standing still, flawless. Other than the underdeveloped supporting characters, I do feel the comedy could have been sharper. I wanted to laugh in certain scenes, but I just didn't find it as amusing. There were moments where I was sitting there genuinely chuckling, and there were other moments where I was sitting there with a blank face like Homelander. Oh, I almost forgot. The unicorn kills, they were fucking epic. People are getting mangled in the most devious way possible. I'm glad each and every kill stood out. That way it's all implanted in your brain. And this is random, but hear me out on this, y'all. For those of you that have seen the movie, do you stand with Jenna where we should leave these endangered species alone? Or do you agree with Richard E. Grant's character in which we should use these unicorns and essentially create a cure for wellness and turn that into a profit? Unicorn blood can quite literally heal anything. Everything from obtaining 20/20 vision to literally being a cure for cancer. Just throwing that out there. But in the end, guys, Death of a Unicorn is a pretty fun movie. I enjoyed it a whole lot. Way more than I thought I would, actually. If you want to watch a real silly yet fun movie, go check this one out. So, plugging Death of a Unicorn into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pass zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for Death of a Unicorn. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you do if unicorns were real? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.